So the oldest international fixture in the football calendar enters its second century. England and Scotland have met exactly 100 times, 39 wins each and 22 draws. It's absolutely level. A series which began way back in 1872. The two captains, Bryan Robson, who should know this walk by now, captain of the FA Cup holders, Manchester United, and Liverpool's Graham Souness, the captain of Scotland. Here's Hoddle. Sansom. Good efforts from a player who's still waiting for his first goal for England, Kenny Sansom. Even on throw-ins, Butcher will go forward as he did in the World Cup with some success. Oh, we've got a flick on there and run in by Robson. Well, it's almost like England versus France in Bilbao, isn't it? The throw-in flicked on by Butcher and Robson finishing. The long throw by Kenny Sansom. Terry Butcher so dangerous in that position, and Bryan Robson, the England captain, returning to his country's cause with a goal after 13 minutes. See Butcher there with the flick on. The Scots couldn't cut that out. In came Robson. Bobby Robson got the first goal in 1961 when England won 9-3, and his namesake gets the first goal in 1983. Cowans. Francis again. It's on for a shot from Francis. Here's Phil Neal. Lee. Mabbott pushing forward into the penalty area, so is Cowans there. Knocked it back. And Glenn Hoddle, usually relishing that opportunity to latch on to the knockback. Hoddle. This is Neal. Lee. Francis. That's a good cross, and Cowans arrived. They didn't get a hold of it at all. Neal tried to pick a way through. Cowans! And England go 2-0 up. The ball ran loose, and Gordon Cowans swung his left foot, and it was wide of Leighton. Blissett, and then Mabbott, and now Blissett, and Francis to his right, and outside him is little Sammy Lee, offside. Well, he did it rather well, didn't he? But the linesman, I'm afraid, had already decreed that Lee was offside. Brazil's made one of those curving runs. Graham Roberts should know a bit about him, playing for Spurs. Here's Goff. And Gray came in and wanted to leave it for Brazil. Here he is. And Goff. And Scotland had two chances there, Jimmy, and couldn't take either of them.
No, it was a great pity, because it would have brought the game back to life in no small measure. The crowd are very excited by it. There are more spaces appearing both ways now, and this was the fine run by Richard Goff there. He drove it in, everybody's caught, but Alan Brazil just had to go out, was too wide, keeps it in well. I think maybe a little chip to the far post would have done a lot better, but a sort of curving cross like there made it very difficult to head in from that distance, but a good try. And here's Trevor Francis now on the edge of the box, and he shoots, and he scored!
And Francis will not have that goal allowed. The referee stepped in there and penalised him, and it doesn't count. The whistle definitely went while Jimmy was talking, and the goal does not stand, although Francis probably didn't hear it, actually. The goalkeeper knew anyway, didn't dive for it, and the score is still 2-0. Hoddle was crowded out at first. He got a leg in the end, but the Scots moving a bit better now. Walk was felled cruelly there. The referee is going to play a good advantage to Gordon Strachan. And Strachan, oh, what a good save by Peter Shilton. Neil. And McLeish with the header. Not well directed, really. Graham Roberts. Oh, what a tremendous effort. Bobby Robson describing Graham Roberts yesterday as being full of mettle, the kind of player he likes, because Roberts, having played in midfield for Spurs, is not afraid to come forward and try that. Sansom. Square to Glenn Hoddle. Now, can he conjure something from this position? Phil Neal has joined the attack, and there has been some good shooting on sight by England in this international. On the other hand, if you look at what Scotland have achieved at the other end, they haven't managed to get into shooting positions like this very often. Sansom inside again to Hoddle, and Blissett's made the run, and it's not a very good clearance from Miller. Hoddle in again, Mabbutt's shot, Blissett, chance here perhaps for England, away as far as Cowans, and Sammy Lee's coming in, side netting. There was an offside at the end, so Sammy Lee's shot would not have counted, but Blissett here on the left for England, and as the ball was played in for Cowan shoots, and Trevor Francis could even have glanced that with his head, but then there was an offside. We are in fact in stoppage time now, and England have won the British Championship. Gordon Cowans, scorer of the second goal, adding to the one that the captain Bryan Robson scored before he went off injured. England, under Bobby Robson, in his first year as manager, take 5 points out of 6 in the British Championship. And despite the Scottish support, their team never threatened to win this match. Jock Stein may well say that the goals came at a particularly good time for England and a bad time for his side early in each half. But at the other end, Peter Shilton, full of authority on crosses, didn't have very many shots to save.